My baby, my Valentine. Yeah, now you don't make you a temperature days. If you leave me, you're good. I swear, you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. My love ain't the thought of me. I am so obsessed. I want to never need it. Make I see you love. Yeah, my love. Make me bad man. I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never ride it solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I'm feeling what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you, now you where they got my fancy. When they do me, I give party, oh no, 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 no. Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need them make I look pity. You won't make us sing to me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body but can make you for Ghana. Here dancing for me, baby, pana. Come and give me show.
The Road Warrior Wizards arriving at the arena. That look tells us they are ready to get down to the task at hand. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the Pacers last season traded their all-star big man, Domantas Sabonis, for rising point guard Tyrese Haliburton. He says, as a Midwesterner, my family is happy to have me close to home. But it's about winning. The Pacers have been in the playoffs routinely my entire life. This is a franchise that knows what it takes. Kevin?
I like that perspective. Thanks, DA. One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
And now Washington's starting group. Kuzma will step in at the 4 with Porzingis at center. Kispert is out there with Morris, and it's Avdia in at the 3. And for the Pacers, they've got Tyrese Haliburton. Buddy Hield is out there with Smith. Then it's Turner. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. Now, here is Morris. Here's Porzingis. The rebound by Turner. Smith scanning the floor. A three-pointer off the mark. And Morris has got the ball here for the Wizards. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
And he's not going to miss
just that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now the pass to Porzingis. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Nemo. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Morris outside. Ball's knocked loose. Haliburton with the steal.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Haliburton, so versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance. Pretty consistent.
Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Haliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Haliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away. But, boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
And the first one drops.
And the centerpiece of that Sabonis trade last year, Haliburton looks like a future star.
So consistent and mature for a young guy, Greg. That's what jumps off the page at me. Knockdown shooter, clever playmaker, and continues to put the work in to get better every year and bring his teammates with him.
You know, over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes? As you were just talking about, it changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
The first free throw is good. And Indiana making a change here. And Morris drops them both. Like when it comes to running the pick and roll, Monte Morris is more than capable, isn't he?
Yeah, Kevin, he's got such great feel and pace. See, that's what some young players don't understand. You can't go 100 miles an hour all the time. You got to play with pace as well as smarts. And he's got a really good feel for how to navigate those two areas well.
A three from Morris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Indiana will come the other way. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities. And I think that was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, I agree. Hard to win games when every offensive possession is one shot, then a jog back the other way to play defense.
Now, here's Avdia. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Now Turner, after the missed three from Corey Kispert. Nemo's shot is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
It's good.
Defenses struggle with Porzingis in the paint. I mean, he's able to shoot right over most defenders.
Indiana leading by 4. Here's Smith. That shot is off. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Kispert, the pass to Porzingis, and it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined
with a soft touch to match.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now, here is Morris. Kispert, no good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Mathurin passes to Smith. Haliburton for three. And Indiana, another three.
Haliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Now Morris. 17 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
All right, fans, who wants a free t-shirt?
For Turner, the past month has been surreal. He's right around 17 points a night, 8 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Up top, Porzingis. Turner covering. Here's Kuzma, and it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Kuzma. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Here's Porzingis.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. You should send at least one guy after that.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Avdia with it. Haliburton picks him up. Kispert wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
So for Washington, their last game, a loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Now, here's Kuzma. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Here's Matherin. Powered down with both hands.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And here's Avdia. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Yep, that one goes in there.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Morris with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Now here's Turner. Fires the three. That's good, and it's Haliburton with the assist. Haliburton's got his 5th assist in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Indiana.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Here's Morris following the score by Miles Turner. Washington calls timeout.
Here come your Indiana Big Space crowd. Give it up for them.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Miles Turner. Taylor comes in for Smith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Haliburton. Here's Davis. Takes it off the glass.
Versatile and aggressive. Davis making his presence felt on the interior.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And when you're trailing like this, just focus on one possession at a time. Keep hitting singles.
Bitadze can't hit.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Martin. Here's Gafford. Gafford controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Matherin. And the rejection by Gafford. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Nembhard. And the Pacers another three.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Goodwin passes to Gafford. Passes to Gill. Shot clock at 6. From 10 feet out. Second shot opportunity. They get it back. Gafford kicks to Davis. Pass to Goodwin. Left side Davis. The kick out to Barton. Goes up again. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Haliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 17-point game. They went to Washington for the last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Now here is Davis. Tries again. And that one's good. Gill.
And you have to be able to see the floor. You have to anticipate at this level. Davis doing both on that possession.
Got that one up quick. Matherin's got 12.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now here is Davis. And it's Goodwin in the corner. Kept alive. Shot's good by Gafford. 6 points for him.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And the shot goes down.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Austin Nembhard. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Davis from down in the low post. It goes. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Pacers lead by 21.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him. The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Timeout charge to the Pacers. Get ready for the Jabberwockies.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Look at Indiana. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, the Wizards, 2 games back. And that one falls for Davis.
And guys, you have to be impressed watching Davis play. Such a tenacious and confident young man.
And both free throws good for Davis. This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State. Drawing huge fans for high school games, college games. They love the college hoopsters, and at the pro level, the Pacers and Fever both have loyal and strong followers.
Here's Davis, following the score by Indiana, and they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And that one's good. Gill.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Great positioning on the putback.
And a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Davis looking for an opening. There's the pass to Gill. Outside, Davis. Shoots. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And the buzzer sounds to end the first. And we've got a blowout underway here. Pacers out in front, running away with it. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Pacers here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here's Haliburton. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Avdia in at the small forward with Kuzma at power forward. Morris is out there with Kisper. And it's Porzingis in at center. To the paint, Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
To the middle. And there's Jackson on the assist by Haliburton.
From Tyrese Haliburton.
Haliburton's got 6 assists here tonight. Wizards trail by 21. Now Morris. Pass to Porzingis. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Kuzma's got 5 now.
The timing, the rhythm, Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
He gets it in there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Morris finds Kuzma. Morris with a screen on Jensen. Stolen. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And Neesmith with the slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Haliburton, and Haliburton slams it in.
Talk about self-service. Haliburton doing it all by himself that time.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Here are your Indiana Big Spades. Get loud.
And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good, unable to end this run.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now, here is Morris. Porzingis with a screen on Smith. Kuzma finds Porzingis. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Porzingis has got 10.
Boy, evidence of the mobility there from Porzingis as he shreds the defense in screen and roll.
That's good.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
The Wizards have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Morris passes to Porzingis. Here's Kuzma. And it's sent back by Turner. And he gets it back. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Haliburton. 26 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And not just the scoring, it was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
And here is Kispert. After Miles Turner was able to get the triple, Kispert setting the pick for Morris. To the wing right side, beyond the arc. And Kispert the bucket on the assist by Morris.
3 points.
6 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Avdia the pass to Kispert. Overhealed. Kispert no good. Pacers have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Haliburton, that's good.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Really left alone that time.
Kispert.
Kispert's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Wizards.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
They get it again. Hield. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Hield's got his first points in this one.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Down low, here's Avdia, and it's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
First team
And you know
foul.
you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
One
The
shot.
Pacers making a change here. Bitadze's checked in, and the Pacers call time here.
T-shirts, freshly printed, ready to go. Get up on your feet, fans.
How about the numbers for Kyle Kuzma? He's putting up about 20 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
One shot.
That's good from Neesmith. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
Once Porzingis gets some momentum, just get out of the way.
And Neesmith with the slam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Porzingis with a screen on Haliburton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And the first one at the line is good. And with the play-in tournament, single game elimination comes to the NBA, Clark. It brings tremendous ratings in the college game, and it's good to see it, I think, here in the pros.
I agree with you 100%, Kevin. Absolutely. I mean, the midseason tournament might also have that same kind of appeal. I think those high stakes really make for compelling, dramatic viewing.
And Indiana shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. Into the lane.
And you see that action here with Maverick. He gets into the rim in a blink.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Wizards. Pass to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Hield.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
For 3. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Morris passes to Porzingis. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Wizards ball.
So for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. Will Barton comes in for Kispert. Davis is subbed in for Morris. Smith against Kuzma. Clock at 6. Intercepted. Smith outside. Here's the 3. And it's Mathurin missing. Washington's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. On offense, here are the Pacers. Pulls up on the wing. Haliburton, that's good. Haliburton has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers. Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
The offensive rebound. Itadze played in with a nice touch off the glass. Itadze's got his first points of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Gafford. He has 6.
Pacers foul.
And now, let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. Tyrese Haliburton on top.
For the
And
Wizards.
he's been doing everything you want from that position, getting everyone involved, making sure the defense has to worry about all 5 guys on the court.
And he's been doing it better than any other point guard in the league. That assist total of his makes that perfectly clear. I mean, he's the best distributor in the game right now.
And that one falls for Gafford. Taylor's checked in for Indiana. TJ McConnell comes in for Haliburton. The Wizards also changing it up. Gill is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Goodwin subbed in for Avdia. Gafford cans them both.
They are perfect from the line in this quarter and need to stay aggressively in attack mode if they want to gain control of this game.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
You know, for a guy who's averaged around 7 points a game for his career, McConnell really makes his presence felt at the offensive end. He does it largely as a playmaker.
And another thing about McConnell, man, he really brings the energy.
Big time, Greg. Big time energy guy. Plays with great pace. Always looking to push the action, and he does so without turning the ball over, and he's a sneaky defender as well.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Here's Goodwin. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside for Davis. Inside. Here's Gill. Back to Davis. Goes back up. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Mathurin. Offline with his 3. Washington has gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Outside, Davis. Tries to save it and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And they're also ranked 3rd in terms of points off turnovers. Great anticipation, quick hands, and really no hesitation getting up the floor.
And at the top of the league in steals, their defense has gotten everyone's attention this season. You know, Greg, it's amazing how much energy they put into their D. McConnell passes to Mathurin, and Davis pulls it down.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And it's Goodwin missing.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Taylor's shot, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that one, good.
Very reliable scoring close to the basket. Barton, somebody you have to defend at all times.
Here's Mathurin. Washington with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Davis with a screen on Smith. Gafford kicks to Barton. Gill the pass to Davis. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
That one falls.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Now here's Barton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And Indiana making a change here. Nemhard's checked in. Here is Davis. He has 6. The Wizards with another miss.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Barton.
Pacers foul. Mathurin.
Jackson's checked in for Goga Ritadze.
Onto the court for the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson.
On the wing, Davis. 6 to shoot. Gafford misses. And Indiana shooting 59% here in the second quarter. They're playing with great confidence. Buries it from three-point range. Taylor's got 6 here in this quarter.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Goodwin passes to Gafford. Trying to get open is Davis. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. The Pacers shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Puts up a 3. Gill with the rebound. Gill's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Pass to McConnell. Three-pointer. Shot by Taylor, no good. And it's Goodwin with the ball for Washington. Dishes it to Barton. 35 seconds left in the first half of the game. Off target from three-point range.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Oh, wow.
An outstanding dunker. Give Barton chances to show off a little bit, and he takes full advantage.
Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Wizards. Gafford's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Three-pointer, Barton. The shot, no good. Tyrese Haliburton has been on display for the Indiana Pacers. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
For the Jabberwockies.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And looking at the Nets matchup, man, I think it's fair to expect that this will be a close one, man. The talent level on each side is pretty similar. I wouldn't be surprised if this came down to a buzzer beater.
Should be competitive, but we'll see. And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Pacers.
And it wasn't one guy on this team moving the ball. It was everyone. Good luck guarding them. They're cooking.
What would you say they're cooking? Chicken, steak, ribs, maybe a little sea bass?
Ooh, sea bass. Oh, I'm so hungry.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Their next game playing at home is the Nets coming to town. And that's game 2 of the string of 4 games played at home. Got Hield, Miles Turner out there with Smith. Then it's Haliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, it seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Time will tell, David. Thanks.
Sweet dime that time from Haliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
Morris outside. Kuzma outside. "13 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. And there's no question Miles Turner is one of the NBA's best shot blockers.
Kevin, he's led the league multiple times in block shots. And if you look at his per-game averages, man, very impressive. I think he's put himself in the conversation for one of the most prolific shot blockers of all time if he can sustain it for a few more years.
Here's Turner. He takes it in.
For Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Morris passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Turner. That's good, and it's Haliburton with the assist. Turner's got 18 points in the game.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Turner comes with the double team. Morris passes to Kuzma. Wizards passing it around. The rebound by Turner. The Pacers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Took him no time at all on that one. 6 points for him.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And there's the pass to Morris. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Wizards ball.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Corey Kispert at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Porzingis finds Kuzma. No good on the triple.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And it's Smith missing.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Porzingis with a screen on Smith. A 3 from Morris, and the 3 ball is good. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
And the dunk by Kispert.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's Nembhard. Drops in the tray. Demar's got 18 points.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Porzingis sets the pick for Morris. Passes it to Porzingis. Back to Morris. 5 on the clock. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Ring shot on the way. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got 20 points.
Turner is very comfortable letting it go from there. A dependable scorer from the mid-range.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Pacers, Mathurin.
And here is Morris. He's got 9. Here's Porzingis, and it's sent back by Turner. They recover it. A 3, and Indiana, another 3. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump. Great ball movement there.
Here's Morris. Pass to Porzingis. Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
For 3.
Morris has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Releases from 15. Again, Indiana.
And while he moved there by Hield, with that pull-up, Jay, keeping himself one step ahead of the defense.
Kuzma with a screen on Haliburton. Pass to Avdia. Kispert kicks to Kuzma. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And Greg, you watch Mathurin. He is built to score at this NBA level.
Excellent spot-up shooter. He plays above the rim. And once he gets more comfortable scoring off the bounce, watch out.
Indiana shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First one falls for him.
Just a terrific prospect. Mathurin gives this offense so many options, and he has the physical tools to be a great defender.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Pacers. He's perfect from the line this time. And Morris has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. Porzingis sets the pick for Morris. Lets it go from 11. The shot comes out, and it's the Pacers taking it the other way. On its way from Turner for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in. And it's now 22 points for Miles Turner. Morris with the ball. He's got 9. The wide open look here for Kuzma. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Bitadze. Rebounded by the Wizards. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now, here's Avdia. The shot, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
For Indiana, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Jackson, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Nesmith comes in for Heald, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Haliburton. Washington's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Goodwin passes to Barton. Count it. Barton's got 6. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Barton, no luck. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
The Wizards shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Goodwin passes to Barton. Uncovered. Pacers with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
A shot by McConnell, no good. The Wizards shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Barton passes to Gill. Stolen by Jackson. Lets it fly. No good. Shot missing. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Now here's Barton. Not a lot of room. And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now Goodwin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And how about the decision from Davis? These shots are what help him get into a rhythm. And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
It's Barton with the drive. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets the 3 fly. Gill with the rebound. Gill's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Goodwin feeling it out. And Gafford throws it down.
Assisted.
And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Taylor's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Washington's ball. The pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Nesmith. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Nesmith has got 13.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Gill with a screen on McConnell. Goodwin finds Gafford. And here is Davis. Oh, good with the triple. And the Pacers shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Pulls it from 20. They get the rebound. Here's Taylor. Gafford against Jackson. Shoots over Gafford. Jackson misses.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's Barton. And there it is for him.
Will Barton.
Barton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
On the wing, and there's Jackson on the assist by McConnell. McConnell's got his 6th assist on the night. 1:36 left to play in the third. Barton passes to Davis. Barton sets a screen for Davis. Basket counts. He's got 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And a look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Tyrese Haliburton.
And you can see how much he's improved as a distributor over the past few years. He takes a lot of pride in his passing. Keeping his teammates involved and being a creator out there is really important.
Goodwin passes to Gafford. Barton the bounce pass. Nice ball movement by Washington. Nailed from three-point land.
3.
Gill's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Goodwin passes to Gill. Here's Gafford, guarded by Jackson. Passes it to Gill. Outside, Davis. It's rebounded by Indiana.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Goodwin dishes to Barton. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Neesmith. Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Show some love and clap your hands. Here they are, your Indiana Pacers. Substitution for your Pacers, Jalen Smith, Andrew Nembhard.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. McConnell. That one rolling around and runs out. Outside, Davis. With 1 on the clock. And it's the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. Don't blow by.
All preaching strong defense there, GA.
I mean, basic fundamentals. He doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on that end.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Washington, Kispert is out there with Goodwin. Then there's Gill. Then it's Tom. And it's Carey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Goodwin. Pass to Kispert. With options like the G League Ignite team, fewer players, Clark, feel they have to go to college. Would you have been tempted by those options?
I don't think I would have been personally, Kevin, but I do like the fact that there are other pathways to the NBA. College is not for everybody. I think it's one of the surest ways to develop as a person and your game, but it's not for everybody. So I like the fact that there are other pathways to get to the NBA.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Shoots from the baseline. Kispert, no good. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Bitadze can't hit.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. Sure would make things a lot easier, too. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
McConnell from the top of the key, he buries it. And it's Goodwin with the ball for Washington. Driving in, and he banks in the layup. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's McConnell. That one doesn't go. And the Wizards now going the other way. Now here's Kispert. Defense is right there. And it's Goodwin missing. The Pacers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Lets it fly from 18. The shot by Taylor, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
To the inside, Carey. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Here's McConnell. Washington with the rebound. And here is Goodwin. Pass to Tom. Gill with a screen on McConnell. Kispert, the pass to Tom. Gill kicks to Goodwin. And the pass to Gill. 5 to shoot. Johnson with the block. And they'll keep possession. And it's Goodwin missing. Johnson with it. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Gill. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft in particular looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Nesmith, he's checked in for the Pacers. Haliburton comes in for T.J. McConnell. Then for the Wizards, Avdia comes in for Ty. And Morris subbed in for Kispert. Gill hits them both. Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Haliburton. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Wizards have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Avdia. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 assists. Here's Bitadze. They can't stop the run with that one.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Avdia, the pass to Morris. Avdia with a screen for Morris. Now, here's Avdia. Now, here's Goodwin to the paint. Here's Kelly. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Here's Neesmith. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Out left to the wing. Here's Goodwin. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Goodwin's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Goes up the baseline. Bitadze can't hit. The Wizards have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Goodwin, good.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And the Pacers call time here.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team. This is your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Miles Turner.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
They increased his role tonight after dropping their last game, and the move paid off. He's been the best player on the court by far, and now they don't have to worry about a losing streak. Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Bitadze, and that one is hammered home.
You got to be has to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Goodwin passes to Carey. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam. He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Shoots from the right block. Here's Avdia. Johnson with the block. Here's Vitadze. He's covered by Gill.
Indiana foul. Terry Taylor. First personal foul. First team foul.
Washington has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Morris against Haliburton to the right side. Here's Goodwin. And the 3 off target. And so it's Haliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Timeout called the Pacers.
Time for your Indiana Pacers, everyone. Let's get excited.
Passes it to Neesmith. Over Goodwin. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, it went down, guys, but still unusual to go to the leaner there with so much space around him.
Here's Morris. The rebound by Johnson. Indiana's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. But Trey, they get it back. Another shot. Rebound by the Wizards. Gill's got 11 rebounds in the game. Now Avdia pass to Goodwin from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. Goodwin's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, they had a rough stretch shooting in the first half. I mean, they've seemingly made the changes they've needed to make to improve that shooting percentage.
Count it.
Good decision making that time by Haliburton. Really smart. The moment he saw the space open up, he pulled up.
Haliburton against Morris. Pass to Carey. Over in the corner, Avdia shoots a 3. And they get it back.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. And Taylor with the stop.
And for a power forward, he can shoot, get up. I I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And here is Goodwin. Goodwin sets a screen for Morris. Out to the right wing. Takes a three. And there's Goodwin on the assist by Morris.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Here's Carey. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Carey's got 10 points in the quarter.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Morris. Got a hand on it. Now, here's Neesmith. Defense right on him, and that is no good. Now shooting 8 for 12 from the floor. Steps back. Avdia dishes to Morris. All sorts of time. The shot, no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Here's Neesmith. And a miss there on the triple. Washington's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for Indiana. Johnson inside. He's covered by Gill, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Gill. First personal foul. First team foul.
And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
The Pacers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Wizards. Kisper comes in for Avdia. And Johnson drops them both. Washington shooting well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Morris passes to Porzingis. And another miss by Washington. And for the Pacers, they're shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. The Wizards shooting 41% for the game. From past the arc. Here's Kispert. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Kispert's got 12 points in just the second half. Shoots the three. Gill with the rebound. Gill's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Goodwin. Drains the three-pointer.
Hey, it took him a little bit to get going, but he's really got that three working now.
And Indiana shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
They shoot again. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 19 points.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Porzingis can't hit.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
From deep. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Morris against Haliburton. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for the Pacers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them.
game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
They've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tyrese Haliburton.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
One shot.
And Indiana making a change here. Smith is checked in. The pass to Gill. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle.
Your Pacers Youth Dance Team. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team. That was your Pacers Youth Dance Team. Let them hear you.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Haliburton missing. Goodwin with it. Morris looking over the floor. Wizards passing it around. On the wing, Morris. There's the three. Sinks the triple.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Johnson, good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. On offense, here are the Pacers. Haliburton for three. Connects from three-point range. Haliburton's got 31 points.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never a doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.